Welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. I'm Linda Karnauskas, and we want to thank you for joining us on this Friday, May 6th. We have an informative show with you today. First, we're going to be visiting with the students and principal of the Alternative Learning School, and we're going to be talking about, or Learning Center, and we're going to be talking about the downtown cleanup. And then later on, we're going to be visiting with Michelle Gwin from the Retrofit Company about their E-cycling day. So you'll want to stay with us. Also, today's the day, being Friday, that we honor and showcase our sponsors. So I'd like to read those to you at this time. The Owatonna Today Show thanks the following sponsors of this program. Our premier sponsors are City of Owatonna, Express Employment Professionals, Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors, Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Anytime Fitness, Brookdale Senior Living Solutions, Little Theater of Owatonna, Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude sponsors are Abraham Consulting Technologies, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bedmar Mortgage Office, Glenn Mager and Michael Mager of the Brick Mager Funeral Home and Medford Funeral Homes, Carlson Branstead and Companies CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Owatonna Business Incubator, Sign Pro and Auto Trim Design, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Video Productions, Tri-M Graphics, TPS Insurance. We hope you'll support these fine Owatonna businesses and that support our Owatonna Today Show. And please say thanks to them if you see them out and about. This show wouldn't be able to continue if it weren't for them. And we're always looking for more supporters of the show. So if you are a business and you would like to support us, we can give you more information in that area. Please contact Leanne Alt, our producer, at 390-5751. We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back with our friends from the Alternative Learning Center. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltvet.
And I'm Dr. Nick Vincelli of Horizon Eye Care.
We want you to see what you love and love how you see. We're proud sponsors of the Owatonna Today Show.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Shannon and I play the Cheshire Cat.
And I'm Whitney and I play the Red Queen in LTO's curtain production of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, directed by Sandy Hardy Hagen and sponsored by Federated Insurance.
Performances of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland will be held Friday and Saturday, April 29th and 30th at 7:30 p.m., with the matinee on Sunday, May 1st at 2 p.m.
And again, the following Thursday through Saturday, May 5th, 6th, and 7th at 7:30 p.m.
Tickets are available at the LTO box office by calling 451-0764 or online at littletheaterofowatonna.org. Don't miss LTO's production of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're here visiting with two students and the principal from the Alternative Learning Center here in Owatonna. And we want to welcome you to the show this morning.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. Why don't you start, introduce yourself, Mel, and a little bit about yourself and how long you've been principal there, and whatever you'd like our viewers to know about you.
My name is Mel Hoffner. This is my second year at the Owatonna Alternative Learning Center. Previously, I worked in Mankato as a school counselor, and previous to that was a drug and alcohol counselor and mental health counselor.
That's great. And we have here?
I'm Isaac Kilgore, a student of the Owatonna ALC. This is my second year attending there.
Okay, great. And you are?
I'm Carol Pirkl. This is also my second year at the Owatonna ALC, and I hope to be graduating this year.
Okay, great. Now, Mel, how did you come about to be the principal, and what have been some of the challenges you have?
I think partly my background lends itself to work with students that attend the ALC. Not all of them have those kind of experiences, but many might. And so I was looking for different opportunities. Owatonna came open, and I applied, and that's kind of what led me here. Okay. I would say some of the unique challenges that we deal with is sometimes the students have been underserved in one form or another. Maybe that's then in a mental health capacity. They haven't had services or access to services that they may need. Many of them are behind in credits for graduation. Could have been for lots of different reasons. Maybe they've moved a lot, or they've been out of school for one reason or another. Sometimes some of our students have chemical health issues. But I think most of the challenges that we have are what every other school has. We just happen to be an environment where we provide a lot of additional support to help students graduate and have a plan after graduation.
Now, how many students are enrolled out at the Alternative Learning Center?
We'll have about 125 different students that have attended the ALC this year, and that's pretty typical. That's about the same number as last year. Mm-hmm. At any given time, I will have around 70 to 75 students enrolled.
And how many educators are at that location as well?
Yep, we have 6 full-time teachers. I have a full-time counselor, or a social worker, a part-time school counselor, a full-time para. Mm-hmm. I just hired a part-time educational assistant, and we have a full-time secretary. And then we have a part-time teacher that comes in and teaches Phi-Ed.
And you're located, where is it that you are?
Yep, we are at 130 East Vine Street, downtown. Okay.
And as part of this building referendum, that's just temporary, do you think?
Yeah, yep, they've been there, I think, for around at least the last 5 to 7 years. The plan at this point is to move to Washington in the fall of 2017, pending that all the construction and everything is on time.
Did students make the choice to attend the Alternative Center?
Yep.
So when that choice is made, do your educators and you act as a team? Do you recognize what a lot of their issues are before they even enroll?
Mm-hmm. Yep. In order to attend the ALC, it is a student's choice, but at the same time, not anybody can just attend. You have to meet criteria based on the state of Minnesota. And so typically their school counselor or maybe somebody that knows them, or sometimes their parents might do self-referrals to the ALC, but they do have to meet different criteria, and that could be they're behind in graduation, maybe mental health, it could be maybe they're a teen parent. I mean, there's lots of different criteria to meet.
So there's just your team is skilled in that they're focusing on these areas to get everything in balance.
Yep.
And get them I guess up there where they can make a choice when it comes for graduation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
Well, Isaac, let's chat with you a little bit. How long have you been doing the cleanup downtown?
Oh, this is going to be my second year doing the downtown cleanup.
And so is that a smile I see?
Yeah.
So you're back this year?
Yep.
And why are you back this year?
Because I'm really trying to graduate, and it's also a fun thing to do and help out the town.
Okay, and why do you say that?
Well, it's just because it's nice to have the clean community and actually be going downtown and not have to worry about being like garbage everywhere.
Okay, great. And over here we have Carol. Hi, Carol.
Hello.
And how about yourself? What do you enjoy about the downtown cleanup?
I enjoy the chance to interact with my classmates and my teachers outside of the regular school setting.
And how long have you been volunteering on this day?
This is also my second year doing this.
Oh, wow. And what brings you back?
It's pretty much the same as Isaac. I like having a clean town, and it's always really nice to be able to go out and not worry about all the litter everywhere.
Okay. Carol, if I may, I ask you, why did you choose the Alternative Learning School or Learning Center?
Well, in my 9th and 10th grade years, due to some family circumstances, I had very poor attendance at school, and I ended up switching schools a couple of times. Mm-hmm. So I fell way behind on my credits, okay. But this is my senior year, and I will be graduating on time.
Congratulations. And so how would you say your experience at the Alternative Learning Center has been for you?
It's been really amazing. I've made so many friends, and my teachers are all great, and we all deal with each other on not a school level, but a personal level, kind of, and that very much helps me with my education.
Congratulations, and I understand you're looking at colleges.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go. I'm proud of you there. And Isaac, what is it that drew you to the Alternative Learning Center?
I ended up falling behind in credits when it came to, because my 9th grade year I had a lot of attendance issues. So when I came up here for my 10th grade year, I decided to go to the ALC so I could try to graduate on time.
And how has your experience been?
Oh, I love it there.
You do?
Yeah. Okay. All the teachers are nice and the people there are really cool.
Okay. And when all is said and done, and you're walking down Main Street with your friends after this cleanup day, do you keep them in line as far as the gum wrappers and the gum and whatever else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I try my best.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take it back to your principal here for a few minutes. Mel, what special training and special things do they do on the actual cleanup of downtown?
Yep, well, we actually meet with the city workers with Owatonna, and it is on May 20th. The students, we get together and they are divided into various teams. Each of them have certain responsibilities that they take care of, such as cleaning grates and those types of things. They wear gloves and they're kind of given direction on what they can pick up and what they can't. And so we have walkie-talkies, we communicate the whole day, and they do a great job.
I bet they love that.
Yes.
Being on the walkie-talkies.
Yes.
Now, does each group go out with an educator? Or are they,
okay. Each group is assigned with an educator.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Isaac, what are some of the tips you learned through training, what not to do? Like,
to pick up bottles full of liquids that you don't know are in it, and to leave if there's broken glass on the ground, not to pick it up, and to contact one of the supervisors that's in your group.
Okay, great. So we want to keep our future people of the world safe out there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Mel, why don't you relate when it is and who to contact if they would need.
Sure.
You do need volunteers or to volunteer products like water, I would think.
Yeah.
Why don't you go over that information?
Yeah. So if you're a business or you're willing to donate some money for the T-shirts and the materials that we need, such as the gloves, you can contact the Owatonna ALC. The direct contact person is Don Hedinga, and the number is 507-444-8010.
Okay. And then what time is it on Friday, May 20th?
We usually get started about 8 o'clock. We do the training in the morning and wrap up and have some breakfast available, and then we wrap up usually by 8:30, and we get right out there and work most of the day.
So if anybody would like to help or want to give or donate in some way, to contact the information that you just gave.
Yep, Don Hedinga.
Okay.
Yep.
So what do you like the very best about your cleanup when you go downtown? What you keep coming back? I know you like it. Makes the community. You feel good about the community. Do you feel that you're mentors for others?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. And how do you help mentor them?
Well, just showing them the correct way, how to keep your community clean and respect everybody else by not throwing your garbage all over the ground.
So do you take the younger classmen and kind of show them around and show them the ropes, so to speak?
We try.
Okay. What a wonderful group, and some nice smiles today. And thanks for taking the time and coming down and educating us on the downtown cleanup. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. So please stay with us.
Hi, Eric here from Owatonna Senior Place. Participate in one of the many active fitness classes we have, or hop on the bus for one of our great day trips. We have a variety of programs and activities happening throughout the week. Our goal at Senior Place is to create positive moments for you at a reasonable and affordable price. Don't forget the Senior Place Partnership Program, with over 40 businesses giving discounts and incentives to you for being a Senior Place member. Contact us for more details. Live full, live well, live long.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
I'm Deb Gillard. And I'm Shaw McNulty with Brookdale Owatonna Assisted Living and Memory Care,
where we provide optimum living activities to keep our residents engaged in life.
And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
At Triumph Graphics, we think beyond ink. That's why you should make us your source for creative concept, design, print, mail, and web. Check us out today at triumphgraphics.com.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we're visiting with Michelle Gwin. And Michelle, you are from the Retrofit Companies, and we're going to be talking about E-cycling day, correct?
That's correct.
Now, you look like a person who enjoys what they're doing.
I've been with the Retrofit Companies for 8 years, or it'll be 8 years in September. Okay. Not quite there yet, but absolutely great company, do great services within the community. Along with 7 other states, we do the same kind of services for. So.
And you said you've been with Retrofit 8 years.
8 years.
What is your background?
Well, not with the Retrofit Companies, but probably a better background where I'm at now. I was real estate for 10 years prior to that, but I've spent the last 8 years in the environmental sector of business, helping schools and counties and colleges get great programs put together and make sure that they're up to par on where they should be at for regulations and helping them out.
So you would be like an educator or a mass communications or marketing?
Yeah, something like that.
Marketing, kind of whatever needs to...
I like to talk a lot and they pay me, so...
Whatever you need.
Absolutely.
Whatever you need to get the point across that we need to recycle,
Absolutely.
Correct?
Yep.
Well, I know over the years here, the recycling has gotten more and more advanced and organized.
Absolutely.
A lot goes on out there.
We spend some time putting together these collections, and this one coming up on the 21st is still set for the 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're taking the same items that we've taken in the past, the lamps, ballast batteries, primary being the electronics, which we get a ton of. Prices on the electronics, especially for TVs, went up this year due to the cost of the lead glass inside of those old tube TVs. There's not a market. The commodities kind of broke apart. We lost some state funding, which means prices go up. Unfortunately, that's the way that it's going to work this year, but we're still hosting it. We're still giving the outlet for people that can't make it to our office Monday through Friday from 8 to, I think it's 4:30, to be able to come to a Saturday collection and get rid of that stuff they've been holding on to.
Okay. You say electronics. In today's world, both old school and new, is such a broad...
It really is.
Broad description. Could you kind of... shed some light on electronics? We know the TVs. Everybody
so the TVs
knows
are the biggest thing. I mean, last year I think the Owatonna collection had about 3 semis worth of TVs that we got rid of. And you do think that at some point they'll go away, those big tube TVs that are very heavy and have a lot of LEDs and different materials in them that are hard to get rid of. They don't go away. They come back every year. That's our biggest source for electronics. Aside from that, I mean, you've got your flat screen TVs or your monitors, your towers, which I want to also emphasize that everything that we do goes through a recycling process. We're not sending it overseas. It is 100% USA recycled, so we're trying to do the right thing and open it up to the community to give them that outlet.
Now, the iPods, old iPods, things
Yep,
that just don't
sure.
work anymore, old phones, maybe you've taken the SIM cards out, and do all those qualify as well?
They do. Anything that has a circuit board or any kind of wiring, Minnesota is zero landfill when we talk about mercury, the metals, anything that does not compose and break down as a natural element, it needs to be recycled in the state of Minnesota.
Now, would batteries qualify?
Sure.
If you
Yep.
could have a battery bin all year and bring the batteries?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, I noticed last year, I think you had out there, did you have shredding of materials?
We do have Shred Right, which is offered through the Rotary, which they'll be on the back side of the facility. So our collection event will be at the old Walmart building, 1010 Hoffman Drive, which we basically will take up that whole parking lot so we can make it go fast, people in and out. The shredding folks will be on the back side of the building, so if you don't have electronics, it's a good outlet to be able to get back there and do your shredding and not have to wait in line for the electronics, because that does take a little bit longer.
So when you talk of bringing the shredding, how should that look? How should that be?
Oh gosh, you know, we've got businesses, we've got residents that will bring it in boxes, totes. I mean, there's some pretty crazy shredding that happens that day too.
Is there any preparation for that?
No.
Okay.
And you actually, the shred folks, actually, you can see your documents being shredded. They have a screen. It's pretty cool to watch if you've never seen it. And it rests assured that your documents have been properly shredded, so you don't have to worry about it getting in the hands of others.
Now, how many people will be assisting out there at the...
I hope a lot. Yes. Yep. Otherwise, we don't really like to work real late on that Saturday collection, but I believe we've got a fair amount of volunteers set to be there, and hopefully it's nice and we get a good turnout and we don't work until 9.
You run them through a quick little training of how it's going to work.
Oh, absolutely.
So if they wanted to volunteer, would they just call the Retrofit Companies?
You could sure do that.
Okay.
Which our number is 507-414-5158.
Okay. Now tell us, what will it look like on that Saturday when we come out?
It'll look crazy.
Yeah.
You should be prepared and have some fun.
But if there's cars backed up and all that, you shouldn't shy away, because it goes pretty fast.
Absolutely not. We'll get you in and out, and it might look a little scarier than it really is, because we do have great volunteers set up, and I think we have it mastered after all these years of hosting the collection. It's taken us a little bit to get it figured out, but the last couple of years has been pretty good.
And this has been going on with Retrofit Companies. I know you
forever.
Said you've been with the company
8 years, but I believe they've been hosting collections like this for 20 plus years.
But they've done a good job in getting the community trained.
Absolutely.
How would you recommend to somebody in their home to just stay organized with their recycling things for the actual E-Day, or the e-recycling day,
Sure.
that would allow your job to go smoother on your end too? What would simplify
Honestly, if you came with a list of items ready to go, and we could just notate what you have instead of us opening up trunks and counting inside of vehicles, that would be greatly appreciated. Make it go a lot quicker for them and us.
All right. So would you recommend a certain sorting system?
Usually I will say Steele County has been fantastic. The residents do tend to sort by types. So your bulbs, your batteries, ballast, and then any of the electronics based off a screen or non-screen item, that's how we sort by.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they've done a fantastic job doing that in the past.
So if in doubt, a person in the community could bring whatever, and if it isn't recyclable, would you let them know?
Yes, we tend to have a lot of residents that like to try and bring chemicals, which we'd love the opportunity to help them with that, but at this point in time, we don't have the licensing. A great outlet for chemicals would be the Steele County landfill, which they have a site where you can take your old paints and miscellaneous items at no cost. So I would say just utilize the county website and see what's available. At some point, we'd love to host something at a larger scale where you can bring everything at one location, but it's just taken a little bit longer to get to that point.
Now, Retrofit takes it in for a fee, and then do you broker out the different things?
We have partners that we work with. So essentially, this collection is based off of the Retrofit Companies not making money. We're not generated towards making a big dollar for this event. We wanted to open it up for the county or the county residents that maybe work Monday through Friday and they're not able to come to our facility during normal work hours. And it allows us to be able to offer this with paying our employees, we say volunteers, but we give them money for their services. And basically call it a wash. So we've provided a great service. We're trying to do the right thing inside of our community.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, great, and we're glad you do. We thank you for
It'll
coming.
be fun. Let's hope for some sun. That's always appreciated.
All right. Well, thank you. And if you
Yeah,
want to
thank you.
volunteer, call the Retrofit Companies, correct?
Give us a call.
Okay. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
We will take a short break to hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back. So please stay with us.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Hi, my name is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance. We're here to handle all your insurance needs. We are a very proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Rich from Sign Pro and Auto Trim Design, a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. Come and see us for all your sign and truck accessory needs.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And now it's time to find out what's happening in the city of Owatonna with our community events. LTO's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland will be showing May 5th, 6th, 7th at 7:30 p.m. West Hills Auditorium. Owatonna Area Chamber of Commerce and Tourism Business Expo is on May 5th and 6th at the Four Seasons Center. The expo is designed for people to learn more about each other as well as the public to learn more about our local businesses. The expo times are Thursday, May 5th, 1 to 6 p.m., Friday, May 6th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Open to the public, free of charge. Pillow cleaning, sponsored by the Circle 5 Women's Fellowship. It will be at the Associated Church, 800 Havana Road, Monday, May 9th, 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the Steele County Safety Council presents Propane Safety. Brian Ritter from AmeriGas will cover 3 topics on propane safety, propane properties, forklift cylinder safety, and gas grill safety tips. That'll be on Wednesday, May 11th from 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. and the place will be the Eagles Club. Riverbend Nature Center will host their annual pancake brunch and maple syrup fun run on Saturday, May 14th. Registration and details are at www.rbnc.org/funrun. Following the race, the crowd-pleasing pancake brunch from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Admission is $7 per person and $5 for Riverbend members. Well, that's all we have for you today, and we'd like to invite you back on Monday when our guests will be the Owatonna Horseshoe Association. We'll be out there in Mineral Springs Park, and then we're going to be venturing out to Turtle Creek Nursery, so you won't want to miss Monday's show. Meanwhile, have a great weekend.